As the top news headlines, Golden Jubilee celebration of Sainik School Pangai held, steps being taken up to improve education sector, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Union Minister of State for Minority Affairs John Berla, MP King Sanajauba Laishemba inaugurate PSA Oxygen Plant CRRT at Nephrology Department at RIAMEI. Mera Chaurel Hova begins with religious rituals at Haying Kongbal Upong Yumpam. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. Chief Minister of Manipur N. Biren has said the state is equally developed in arts and culture, sports and education sectors. The state government is taking up necessary steps to improve the education sector. Chief Minister Biren said this during the Golden Jubilee celebration of Sainik School at Pangai. Minister of Education S. Rajdan also attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Biren expressed happiness over the alumni of Sainik School in Fall getting recruited in the defense service. If we foster the abilities of the youth of the state, they will be compatible with youths of other states. As such, the state government has started free online coaching classes for UPSC aspirants of the state. He also expressed happiness that girls can also enroll in Sainik School. Adding that the courage of Manipuri women is well known all over the world, he hoped these girl students will bring glory to the state. Chief Minister Biren assured to extend help to the buildings for the girls' hostel, for which the foundation stone was laid today.
अखोई की मीसिंग द लेब मैम सिमा एप्रिशिएट तौर पर पर कैपिटा अखोना हंतक तसु आप भी मालूम होगा रिसेंटली हम लोग को यहाँ से 14-15 बॉयज एसएसबी एग्जाम पास तौर का आर्मी की कमीशन के दिया होगा अदुना अखोई द लेब टैलेंट रिसेंटली आल्सो वी गॉट 6 UPSC exam pass from this state, 6 from this teeny 30 lakhs population state. Aduna ekhoi gi leiba talents ne fajana synchronize to kanda groom to gadi unrest the last only 4 years mukdang idea koi da kitang peaceful life academic atmosphere life ki value ki life others han mamang leiram bada dekhange like strike, burn, blockade, you know, even the academic atmosphere were severely affected. Aduna koi human resource se masi koi bhajana tap torga groom to budar kar human resource ki chu koi government si am kanna akoi concentrate tori honori.
Replying to questions from media persons, he said the current COVID positivity rate of the state is around 5.6. The schools of the state will reopen when the positivity rate drops to 2 to 3.
Kitang hujik bibam jo kitang khara barni na na ado bo inga sai je bodo hujik positivity rate se 5.6 kum lai ri ba ado kitang 2 3 ado ai yara normal tana bodi hona ge ado bo kitang handar pangai ge.
As part of the program, Biren also inaugurated a washroom for the temporary girls' hostel. The girls' washroom was donated by Education Minister S. Rajan in memory of his parents. Union Minister of State for Minority Affairs John Berla and member of Rajya Sabha King Sanajauba Laishemba today inaugurated a 10,000-litre capacity pressure swing adsorption PSA oxygen plant and the newly installed continuous renal replacement therapy CRRT at Nephrology Department at Regional Institute of Medical Sciences RIAMEI at Lamfelpat, Imphal. The oxygen plant was built under Prime Minister's Care Fund. Director of RIAMEI, Professor A. Santa, Medical Superintendent of RIAMEI, Professor N. Sanjip, Principal of Nursing and Dental Institute of RIAMEI, staff and students attended the program. Speaking on the occasion, Union Minister John Birla expressed pleasure for being able to attend the inauguration of oxygen plant in the state. The plant is one of the 35 oxygen plants set up across the country under the fund. He lauded the relentless efforts of the staff of the institute in fighting COVID-19. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has been working towards making sure that people of the country do not face oxygen shortages, he said. Adding that the newly inaugurated oxygen plant will help meet the oxygen shortages of the state, he said the institute will be able to strive towards providing better health service to the people. To the Health Ministry on improving the infrastructure of the institute so as to provide better services to the people.
चले हम देश का इसी तरह आप लोग ने जिस प्रकार से बीते दिन सेवा किया है, चले आने वाला दिन भी हम प्रधानमंत्री को और मजबूत करने के लिए हम सब सहयोग करके सबका साथ, सबका विकास और सबका विश्वास और आप सबका सहयोग लेके हम देश को ऊंचा ले जाएंगे.
The religious ritual of Mera Chawral Hoba has begun today at Haying Kongbal Upong Yumpam at the complex of Manipur Rifles in Imphal. The program was organized by Lainingthau Sanamahi Temple Board. As part of the ritual, Lainingthau Sanamahi was cleansed at Lai Pukri Achauba at Haying Kongbal and offered prayers at Lainingthau Sanamahi Shrine. Vice President of Sanamahi Temple Board, Bidyapati Sanjam said, Sanamahi is an important deity of Meitei community who created life forms. Sanamahi is protecting mankind by creating a balance, he said.
Aduna Sanamahi habese Maitei Equigidi Tanatana Yadraba, Lining Tony, Male Machibu Sembiriba, Aquipunamaki Toy Hapiriba, Aquipunamungak Sembiriba, Manangasi Komale Unduna, Tavankananwari, Tavankananungari, Animak. Kalmanana Tamnami Damakta, Nasi Komal Laming Motoyaganda, Iru Ising, Low Rerakanda Dugunova, Hang Komangi, Iril, Adungumba, Poki, Wadigi, Laja Ising Lokotuna, Nasi Purak, the Harakanda, Koimiangi, Fenami Damakta, Aduma, Tomi Zabaki, Tomaji, Pantok Jaribini.
President of BJP Manipur State, Adhikari Mayum Shada Devi said BJP is the only political party who cares about the future of the people. She said this during a Seva or Samarpan Abhiyan program organized by Kangabok Mandal at the Community Hall of Sangay Yumpam in Idiga. Speaking on the occasion, she said no government before BJP had introduced any developmental schemes for the people. The party started welfare schemes like Zero Balance Account, PMJJY, PMSBY, etc. She said people who are against BJP are spreading misinformation about zero balance to the people. President of BJP Manipur Party, Sharda, appealed to the people to inquire to the nearest party office about any information regarding welfare scheme of BJP. Tengnopal Forest Division organized the 66th Wildlife Week yesterday at its office complex in Tengnopal District under the theme Wildlife, Nature and Humanity Existence. Divisional Forest Officer Tengnopal Dr. L. Jessili, Range Forest Officer Machi Marsan Anal, Range Forest Officer Headquarter Tipuraj Toism, and Range Forest Officer of More N.G. Nandabir presided over the program as the presidium members. Around 60 students from the 5 schools of the district took part in the program. As part of the program, an online slogan competition and a quiz competition on wildlife was held. Later, they distributed prizes to the winners of the online competition. District Legal Service Authority DSLA Chandal, under the supervision of National Legal Service Authority NLSA yesterday, organized a one-day legal sensitization program for Chandal and Tengnopal District at DC Complex of Chandal District. The program was organized under the topic Understanding Free Legal Aid and Services. Secretary of DLSA Chandal, Lam Kolal Kipgan, staffs of District Administration, District Police, PLVs, panel lawyer, NGO and students of Chandal District attended the program. Resource person of the legal sensitization program, B. Supriya, talked about Legal Aid and its service. She gave awareness to the people on how to get legal services without spending money. Amid the arrest of some Myanmar nationals by the security personnel who entered the state with fake Aadhaar cards, recently 4 people suspected to be Myanmar nationals were arrested from Moreh police checkpost. They were coming from Moreh in a Manipur state transport bus. According to reports, police arrested 3 females and 1 male Myanmar nationals possessing Aadhaar cards with Moreh address. Moreh police has started investigation on the matter. Verification for passengers and drivers passing through Moreh checkpost has also begun, reports added. India recorded 22,431 new COVID-19 cases and 318 deaths in the last 24 hours, pushing the overall caseload to 3.38 crore and the total death toll to 4.49 lakh as per data released by the Ministry of Health. Over 24,602 recoveries were also recorded in the country in the last 24 hours, taking total recoveries to 3.32 crore, and the active caseload now stands at 2.44 lakh. The country's active caseload has declined by 2,489 in the last 24 hours. Meanwhile, the recovery rate stood at 97.95%, the highest since March 2020. The country reported a weekly positivity rate of 1.68%, which is less than 3% for the last 104 days. Additionally, with the administration of 43.09 lakh vaccine doses in the last 24 hours, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage exceeded 92.63 crore. Prime Minister Narendra Modi completed 20 years of public life and said that he had never thought that he will be the Prime Minister one day. Prime Minister Modi was speaking at AIIMS Rishikesh, where he dedicated 35 pressure swing absorption PSA oxygen plants that were installed under the PM CARES Fund across 35 states and union territories. Meanwhile, Home Minister Amit Shah, who has been a close aide of Prime Minister Modi for over 3 decades, said the journey of good governance and development that started on this day in 2001 when Narendra Modi took oath for the first time as Chief Minister has continued uninterrupted. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh also congratulated the Prime Minister, saying these 20 years have not only been dedicated to people's welfare but have also been untainted. The Supreme Court has asked the Uttar Pradesh government to file a detailed status report in the Lakhimpur Kheri violence case by Friday. The court asked the state government to file a detailed report on all aspects of the case, including the deceased, whether an FIR is filed, who all have been arrested, and on the inquiry panel. A bench headed by Chief Justice N.V. Ramana told the council appearing for Uttar Pradesh to explain this in the status report. The Supreme Court has also directed the state government to extend all possible medical help to the mother of deceased farmer Lovepreet Singh, who fell ill after hearing about her son's death. The council told the bench, comprising Justices Surya Kant and Hima Kohli, that a judicial commission has been constituted to inquire into the incident and the state would file a status report in the matter. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee today administered the oath as a member of the State Assembly by Governor Jagdeep Dhankar. She needed to win the election to retain the Chief Minister's chair after her defeat at the hands of protege then rival BJP Subendu Adhikari in the March to April Assembly elections. 2 other newly elected TMC legislators, Zakir Hussain and Amirul Islam, also took oath soon afterwards. Moscow plans to host international talks on Afghanistan on October 20. President Vladimir Putin's special representative on Afghanistan, Jamir Kabulov, the representative, did not provide further details on the planned talks in comments carried by Russian news agencies. Moscow hosted an international conference on Afghanistan in March, at which Russia, the United States, China and Pakistan released a joint statement calling on the then warring Afghan sides to reach a peace deal and curb violence. It also called on the Taliban not to launch any offensives in the spring and summer. Since then, the United States and its allies withdrew foreign troops after 20 years. The Taliban seized power in a lightning advance and the previous government collapsed. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Golden Jubilee celebration of Sainik School Pangai held, steps being taken up to improve education sector, says Chief Minister N. Biren. Union Minister of State for Minority Affairs John Birla, MP King Sanajauba Laishemba inaugurate PSA oxygen plant CRRT at Nephrology Department at RIAMEI. Mera Chawral Hoba begins with religious rituals at Haying Kongbal Upong Yumpam. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.